Howdy there, Internet people, it's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump losing the Senate on tariffs. The U.S. Senate handed Trump a series of losses over the last week. In 3 separate votes, the Senate rejected Trump's trade policies. The upper chamber shot down Trump's tariffs on Brazil, Canada, and perhaps the most important of all, the more than 100 countries hit in April by what Trump calls the reciprocal tariffs, which of course aren't reciprocal. If this sounds familiar, it's because we covered the Senate trying to slap down the Brazil tariffs last week. The Senate voted 51-47 to end Trump's base tariffs. It was the same senators as last time to reject the Republican assault on the economy. Lisa Murkowski of Alaska, Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul of Kentucky, and Susan Collins of Maine. Senator Tim Kaine of Virginia, who's the lead sponsor of the resolution, said, quote, "I did learn in the first Trump term that the president is responsive to things like this. When he sees Republicans starting to vote against his policies, even in small numbers, that makes an impression on him and can often cause him to alter his behavior." Susan Collins, who was sent to D.C. to represent Maine, said, quote, "I've seen firsthand the damage that the Canadian tariffs have caused. I also believe that the Canadians have worked very hard to try to stem the flow of drugs into this country and have been cooperative with the United States, and that the vast majority of drugs arrive from the southern border, not the northern border. So I don't think the basis for imposing tariffs on Canada is a valid one." Kaine also said that, quote, "The way that the president has imposed the tariffs is leading to nothing but chaos. Announcing tariffs on everyone, then announce that they may be suspended or delayed while I work out one-on-one deals." Now, using the House's logic concerning the continuing resolution, the House would now have responsibility to find some way to pass a counterpart bill to the Senate's rejection of Trumpian trade policies and end the damage being done to the U.S. economy. Despite the Senate passing a list of resolutions to undo Trump's tariffs and start winding down the economic damage Trump is causing the country, all of these votes are like the initial one we covered on Brazil. The House voted to relieve itself of its constitutional duty over tariffs and block any votes on the subject. The Republican leadership in the House will most likely use that as an excuse to allow Trump to continue to take a wrecking ball to the economy until at least March. Maybe Kaine is right, and Trump will start to see that the country is suffering because of his fascination with dated, failed economic ideas. But that seems unlikely. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.